Howdy, Rob. How you doing? Uh, Wait on some people to get in here. Didn't want it to do that. Why did you do that? There we go. How you doing, Sizzleneck? So far, it looks like it's me, you, and Rob. See, what is today? The 26th. So it's looking to me like we got a fair amount of people that are coming back eligible. Appreciate it, Grant. It's good to see you in here too, man. I understand, Rob. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some color on me tomorrow. I got a lot of work to do. How you doing, Pete? How you doing, Leisure? Yeah, congrats on winning those extensions from Mr. Jeff. So what's everybody doing this weekend? I guess I got a lot to catch up on. I'm gonna start with last weekend. Um, yeah, I'm gonna head to Harbor Freight tomorrow too. How you doing, Ron? Good to have you in here. Uh, so last weekend, starting on about, I think it was Thursday, I got on the bike and headed down to Tennessee to what was her name? Uh, I want to say Linda Lovelace, Loretta Lynn's, Loretta Lynn's ranch to the motorcycle and music, the Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival. I think that was it. Um, it was it was pretty fun. It was tiring. People staying up all night, revving their motorcycles up. It was ridiculous. It wasn't just a boom, boom. It was like so. Lovelace was good. Yeah, I was wondering how many people would catch that. Don't look it up now. It'll take you away from the. If you don't know who she was, it'll take you away from here, and you won't come back for at least 5 minutes. My bike ain't that loud, Sizzleneck. Um, uh, you know, there's a reason that people joke about, you know, Harley riders, and it ain't just Harley riders. Every motorcycle rider revs their crap up. And I probably did it when I was a little younger. Now I've got stock, believe it, I got stock pipes on my bike, and it isn't because I just don't want it. Um, my last bike, I put um aftermarket pipes on it, and it was perfect. It sounded perfect and everything, but it was hot. The right under your right leg, round your calf, was a catalytic converter, and it would just, man, you would get so toasty on that doggone thing. And I might have, um, let's see, it might have disappeared on me, the catalytic converter part. And when I did that, all of a sudden the bike was too loud and it droned, and I'd go on these long trips and it's just rah rah rah. So yeah. I don't need loud pipes on my bike anymore. Howdy Papa. I just I like to ride big miles, and loud pipes, they they're just like everything else, they tire you. Um but anyway, getting back to the uh, Linda Lovelace's ranch. I mean Loretta Lynn's ranch. Um, we so it was Thursday through Sunday. I left Sunday. Let's see, it rained Friday morning, and some of my bedding got wet. I was sleeping in a tent. It rained Saturday in the evening and tried to blow my tent away. Um, saw some good bands. Let's see. Saw Whitey Morgan in the 78s. See who else. War Hippies. Uh, there was one more. There were Them Dirty Roses. They're kind of, I had heard of two of those, and one of them was like, cool, that's a cool band. I'll add it to my stuff. But anyway, so and then I come home, and then this weekend on Thursday, me and the wife, we packed up and went out to Eastern Kentucky to Cumberland Falls State Park. It was we were supposed to be able to see the bow. If you don't know what that is, the mist rising from the falls gets caught in the moon, the light of the moon, and you can see a rainbow at night. It's called a moonbow. But it was we the night that was going to be best for our tired asses and staying up late was the first night, and it was cloudy. And the other few nights, it just got progressively later, and we just wouldn't do it. And there was always a chance of it being cloudy, and we weren't going to stay up for it. But we rode around. I actually rode down there on my motorcycle, and she drove, and we stayed in there's a lodge up there. It wasn't that expensive, and we just, you know, enjoyed the weekend, and we come home today. So, uh, yeah, it was this one wasn't very rough. Last one was rough. So, uh, let's see. Looking up here, um, Indy and Coke 600, cool. That's awesome. I wish I could get back in the NASCAR. I really do. Um, I just can't get back into it. In the Indy, that would be cool. I wouldn't mind. I've never watched it. I'm a car guy, and I've never watched the Indy. Yeah, y'all can take my man card away if you want. I don't care. I don't know. It's one of those things I've never done. Um, I wouldn't mind going and see it. I mean, what is it? 2 hours away, straight up 65. Maybe 3 hours with traffic. Wouldn't be that too bad. I want to hit up Lucas. What is it? Lucas Oil Race Park. It's another big raceway up there. Rob, it was rough. And I found out a few things about myself sleeping in that tent. I am out of shape. Oh God. I've started stretching every day. So I'm gonna start out stretching, and then I'm gonna try to build my core muscles back up because so when I retired from the army and at the end of 2017, I weighed 190 pounds. I was When I started working at GE after that, I was walking 7, 8 miles a night, and I didn't gain any weight until I quit in June of 21. June of 21, uh, yeah, I just started gaining, and I'm hovering between 215 and 220 now. So, um, yeah, it was rough on me, but I'm gonna get myself back right. I'm hoping doing that will help ease some pains and stuff. So, it's doing some stretching and all that stuff. Um, I understand, Papa. Do what you got to do, man. Uh, yeah, me and the wife, we were talking this weekend, and we're gonna maybe start going to, just keep it simple. Go to a park somewhere and walk. I'm not trying to get buff. I'm just trying to get myself back in some type of decent shape. You know, it's I can tell that I'm weaker than I used to be. Um, but that's what I'm gonna do. But I also come back and I bought some tarp uh, attachments to pull a tarp tight, and it grabs onto it, and you can hook stuff in it. I don't know, whatever. So I can put over my tent, and I bought some poles so I can take a 10 by 10 tarp, stretch it up. That way, I've got a good place to sit out from under my tent. I don't have to worry about getting wet in the tent. Um, got me a decent cot because I slept on the ground on a blow up mattress that wasn't any good. So I bought me a decent cot that I can throw on the back of the bike. And what else? Uh, I don't know. I bought a couple of little things, just things that are hopefully going to help me. I'm going to go dig out. I got a mattress. It's an air mattress, but all you do is open up a valve and it fills up. It's foam. It's about that thick that I'll put on top of that cot. Um, yeah, we'll see how bad my next camping trip is because I'm going to go do it again. No self-respecting biker stays in hotels all the time, and that's what I've been doing. So, uh, I understand Sizzle Neck, man. It is. I started about 6 or 7 months ago saying I'm going to lose weight, and I was at 214 then, and now I'm hitting 220, and I haven't lost any weight. And my blood sugar is like pre-diabetic, and they got me on this stuff, and I told myself I was gonna, but I haven't. I haven't fixed it, so it's time to fix myself. See, I'm only 5'10", really, probably a quarter inch under 5'10", and yeah, it's just heavy for me. Um, First real use on the Icon pliers tonight. Yeah, the Icon pliers are pretty good. You're talking about the ones that are Knipex copies, or the ones that are Snap-on copies? Uh, Sizzleneck, I understand. I think I would miss my bourbon, but then again, this bottle's been sitting up here for a few months. I mean, for at least a month, and it's right there. And it I haven't took a drink out of it in a while. I did have some bourbon this weekend though. I had 2 ounces of what did Russell's Reserve 10 year, and I bought a couple bottles of bourbon. Bought some Jefferson's Reserve, Pritchard Hill Farms. That's a bottle to replace the one. It's almost empty. I bought a bottle of Ben Holiday soft red wheat, um, uh, cast strength, and I bought a. No, that's it. That's it. So Snap-on copies, Knipex is next. Okay. Um, that's awesome, Papa. 100 freaking pounds. That is a accomplishment. That's awesome, man. Hey, and going from that, I bet you felt a whole lot better. Keep up the good work, Papa. Um, that's you know, it's about being healthy, and that's my goal. I just want to be healthier. I want to feel better walking around doing what I need to do. I don't like the fact that I bend over to tie my shoes or put my shoes on and it hurts or I can't breathe. But that's how it is right now. Um, but we'll see. Some of the more strenuous stuff might hurt more than it helps. Uh, I'm I may try to get to the gym on base here and go to the pool once a week or something. But you know, have you noticed? Any of you noticed that the older you get, the more you like slip-on shoes? That's me. Um, let's see. What have we got? Anybody else like capping? I know that's not necessarily a garage topic. I understand, Papa. I understand wearing nothing. I wore nothing but boots pretty much. Well, tennis shoes for running and everything, but for when I was in the army, and when I got out, I only wear boots when I have to. Like when I have to. And that's like when I'm welding, and sometimes I forget and don't put boots on when I'm welding. Uh Barefoot sandals. I'm gonna have to look those up. I've got to buy me a new pair of flippity floppities. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna get mine out of the washer and see if they actually are worth a. They don't stink like heck. Um, got a pair of uh I forget. They've got bottle openers in the bottom. Um, I love them. They're great, but I took them one time in the ocean and the salt water, and they've stunk to high heaven ever since. And I've washed them. So, um, okay. Okay. Luna sandals. I'll look that up. Uh, when I was younger, I wanted to be a forest ranger. So I am a outdoor guy at heart. Uh, you know, I always had a dream of hiking the Appalachian Trail. I don't know that that's ever going to come to fruition, but you know, I love that kind of stuff. Um, I've actually hiked a very small portion of it, but that's it. Um, Crocs, Crocs can be okay. I bought a pair of Crocs while I was deployed, my last deployment, and the reason I bought them was because we had to go to the shower at a different spot. We couldn't just walk out of our bedroom and go in and take a shower. We had to go to other building, and they had rock all along, all in there, big gravel like that. So you needed a good thick soled sandal or whatever to walk on it. You're not going to. We didn't typically go to shower full uniform because you know they're tiny and you got to hang everything up, and it's just so we go as little as we could. And yeah, so I bought me a pair of Crocs because it's the only thing I could walk on those damn stones on. Pardon my language. Walk on those stones without bruising my feet. And it took me about a month to figure out why my feet were hurting, why my feet were getting bruised. Hello, baby.
Hi.
Uh, let's see. Dexter's. Is that bowling shoes? I've only ever went and rented shoes and bowled, and it's usually when we do some type of big outing with wherever I worked. I like it, but I'm no good at it. Um, just back into it after 18 years of playing. Cool. What's your highest score, Papa? Suspenders would be good. Um, I need to find me a better pair of overalls. I really like wearing them. I hate that the galluses fall off my shoulders, but you know, yeah. Bowling is a workout. Um, with this shoulder here, I can't. There's no way I could bowl right now. It is in bad shape, and it's not healing for some reason. Um, but anyway, who I got in 190 my third game. That's cool. Um, that's probably my highest score, somewhere around there. I can't remember. I kept a picture of my highest score forever, and finally deleted it. Um, let's see, guys. I was looking through and trying to figure out what would be best for me to give away tonight, and I was wondering if anyone wanted if y'all are interested in me giving away another pair of these engineer screw removal pliers. Um, I think they're pretty cool. Seem pretty useful. But I have played 18 games. 18 games last week. Wow. Let's see, Tecton. You saying you prefer the okay. I can see that. I think I like them better myself. The hard plastic over the the black and red ones. They're just weird. The grip is weird. I bet, Papa. Dang, man, that's a lot of games. Uh, all it takes is one time holding on to the ball too long, and it would hurt. Oh, sorry, got to pop the back. Sitting here, getting a little stiff. My wife closed the door on me. I don't know if I was bothering her or she was afraid she was going to bother me. I might have been bothering her. um, let's see. Yeah, I forget where you're at, Papa. The storms come through here. They were in Arkansas earlier today. They come through here. The first line come through here at 11:30, 12, somewhere around there. The second line come through, but I don't even remember it. I might have been taking a nap at the time. And we're waiting on the third line, which is supposed to be pretty bad. Um, don't know when it's going to hit us. So, yeah, they're nice. If you've got the Knipex or the Icon Knipex clones, you probably got a pair that's very similar, that can do something similar. I still like these better. Let me see if they just they're a little better, and the nose is nice and even on them. Where on the Knipex and the Icon, they're not. Okay. Yeah, so this line of storms has been traveling east all day. Yeah, I imagine it might stop before it hits the Blue Ridge. I mean, it might not go over the Blue Ridge and stall out right there. What do you think? Or maybe it'll go over. I don't know. Um, yeah, I want to try the vampires to see how close they are. Someone told me, uh, someone told me in the comments that Vampires Engineer makes Vampires. Now, Vampires is a U.S. company that has theirs made in Japan. So that could be true. I don't know. Uh, they're more expensive. So I don't know if they're the same or not. Wow. Yeah, that storm cell that come through here, we had 60 and 70 mile an hour winds, and then when they hit just north of us or northeast of us, that got up to 80 mile an hour winds. Um, it's so I don't know what it's doing. I would have figured by the time it reached y'all, unless it's a separate cell, I'd have figured by the time it reached y'all, it'd been, you know, weakened by now. But that's awesome, Lisa. Uh, okay, that's good, Ron. Um, oof. Yeah, lots of tornadoes. Let's see. There was a post earlier that said how many was without power here. Uh, WNK. So at 7:55 we start a tornado watch, or it's expanded until 2 a.m. Mm, where's this at? Where's this at? There's one fatality in Louisville because of the storm. 200,000 without power and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damage as of 2 o'clock, as of 2 p.m. So, yeah. So I pray all of you are safe. I hope everything goes well. I I don't want anyone to have any issues. I didn't. I know it's a stupid Pete, but Minnesota just doesn't scream at me as bad tornadoes. It's when I think of tornadoes, I think of Oklahoma, and of course we get them here in Kentucky. Alabama was bad about getting them where I lived. Didn't worry about them much in Texas when I was there. Tennessee, we got them a fair amount. Uh, buddy of mine, the little town he lived in got destroyed by one. For some reason, I guess it was just it's ignorant of me to not realize we get tornadoes probably everywhere. I've never heard of tornadoes in Mississippi. I mean not Mississippi, Minnesota. So that's interesting. Uh, so y'all just heard me be ignorant. Uh, let's see. We're we're 32 minutes into this. That's cool. I've got some buddies that have been in Kansas and Raleigh. Got some buddies that were stationed at Leavenworth too. There's a lot of training that goes on at Leavenworth. It's more than just a prison. It's a like trainers are stationed there, and they go out all across the United States and train. Yeah, I tell you now. That's one thing in Texas we did get a lot of straight high straight line winds was pretty bad. I like I said, I've driven past Fort Riley, but I didn't realize it was big. But there's armor there, um, so it's kind of got to be big. Um, it's anytime you've got armor, they want a lot of space to fire weapons that you know the rounds travel pretty good. Plus, anytime you got armor, you got bigger artillery weapons. So yeah. So I am going to start picking names, and wow, I've only got so one, two, three, four. Only four of you show up in the participants list out of it shows 7 people, so one of those is me. That's weird. Um, so let's see. We should be so Nate Ron Novak, Leeser, and Frank Arcos were my last four to win, and then we got good for a month. Yeah. See, I got the Icon Duck Nose pistol grip. I haven't got those yet. Those Icon Duck Nose. I upped my insurance this year. I kind of had to because of my garage. I never added it to my garage, and I finally added it. I probably should have added more. Wow, Ron, it went through. I was living in Clarksville, Tennessee when it went through there, and it just ripped that place apart. Um, okay. So you used to do. I don't qualify. We get tornadoes over on the main roads, but never. I've noticed sometimes it seems tornadoes like to follow terrain, and unless it's flat. But like if you're between, if like there's an area of my where I used to live in Alabama, you got two mountains ranges or whatever running north to south, but the storms come west to east usually through there. So it'll hit the westernmost on the other side of that little mountain range in a bit of a flat land there, but it won't hit in between those two, little mountain ranges, and then it'll get it on the other side. Huh, I didn't know if detached was a lot cheaper. Um, my problem is I'm probably underinsured for everything in there. That's probably my biggest deal. And like if it's anything but a fire, I'm probably okay on a lot of it. But if it's a fire, those tools are typically ruined. Uh, they lose their heat treat. They're ruined. You might save some stuff, but fire is my biggest fear. Um, that's a good way to look at it, Rob. So let's see. I'm going to go through here and start putting names in a deal. I'm going to try to read y'all's. Let's see. Ron, you've won recently. He's not. This person's not here. That person's not here. That person's not here. Y'all seen Jeff? Lisa won recently. Let's see. See, we'll put that one right there. Norman Smith. Mike. So, if I'm understanding, we got Papa in here. We got Rob. We've got Sizzleneck. We got Ron, but you won here lately. Uh, See, I've got Pete and Sizzleneck just outside of the 30 day, but no, I got Pete and Sizzleneck just out of the 30 day. Yeah, probably. Put Papa's name in here. Let's see. I don't know why I put all these people to this side. Let's see. Nate. Rob, putting your name in there. So if I don't call your name, throw your name up here. Papa, Rob, Pete, Ron, Sizzleneck. Okay, Pete. I think so, Sizzleneck. Um, let's see. Yeah, see, last week really put some distance because I didn't do anything last week. And I think that's going to be it. So I'm looking through this right. It's going to be Papa, Sizzleneck, and Rob. Unless there's someone else in here. Uh, why did I do that? Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm being quiet here. So anybody else in here that I did not call your name? I'm gonna advertise this a little better during this following week. See if we can get back. Grant, let me put you in here. I don't want to miss anybody, but for some reason you don't show up. You're not showing up in my participants list. I remember you coming in earlier. I think it's some type of settings people can choose to not show. Let me go get my knife. I have really got to where I like this Icon knife. It's, I don't know. I've been enjoying it. My poor sod buster hasn't got as much use here lately. Anybody else? Last week the week before last, had someone pop in, come up on the net, and it was right after I drew. So Grant, here you go. That's, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Those honey-do lists, man. Oof, they'll get you. That's what tomorrow's work is. Plus, I got to try to get two videos done because I need to make a trip to Alabama on Tuesday. I got to trim bushes. And I'm actually paying a young man to come help me out tomorrow. So we're going to try to trim bushes. We're going to try to pressure wash the house, and that might be at the same time I'll be grading the driveway, spraying some weed killer on everything, and you just a bunch of stuff. So that's tomorrow. That's what's going to get done tomorrow. And then over the week, I'm gonna try to get ready because I've got the stuff I need to paint my living room, and put flooring down and my carpet. I bought this house in 2016, and it had brand new carpet in it, but it just stained up so fast, and I haven't done anything with it. Ron, uh, uh, picking up the brush does suck. I'm gonna get my little trailer out. I got a little um lawnmower trailer, and get my lawnmower out, and I hooked that up, and the guy that be helping me out here, he'll be using that while I'm using the other. We're gonna work on everything before we start working on the pressure washing. Uh, but okay, I am going to draw a name. And around we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. I'm just remembering Jeff's. I watched Jeff's video earlier. Let's see. Waiting for the parts to come in for the riding mar. Yeah. Rob, you won, man. I'm going to put this right here. I know I've got your address in there. I'll go looking for it and send that to you. I hate that. How do I put this? I know there's some people that haven't won anything. It'll come. It'll come. Let's see. Okay. I buy a lot of parts. The biggest problem, Pete, I have is when you buy a part, sometimes it says it's for that and it's not. Like, or it fits, but it needs a little modification or something like that. It can get a little aggravating. Um, or maybe it's a they've went to a new part number for that particular part, but somehow, yeah. But congrats, Rob. Listen. I appreciate all y'all tuning in to listen to me ramble. Um, so this week I've got at least one video planned, and that's I'm going to test the icons against the Knipex, the pliers. Um, I also want to start a series on tool organization, but I still haven't figured out how I want to do it. And I think Pete, was it you that made comments on maybe you made comments on my welder and my that set of Craftsman wrenches I used. I know you said something about the Craftsman wrenches, but I can't remember who it was that asked uh about a my welders. So I want to do a video on those Craftsman wrenches and my welders. Do use a mic. You mean microphone or uh, micrometer? Okay. So I did use a mic one time on one of the videos. Let's see, which video was it? I got a little mic, but for some reason it was blowing I mean the volume was very loud. And I ask if y'all noticed that. I got to figure out which one it was though. It was the one of the ones this week. Uh, yeah. So it was one of the videos this week, and I used the microphone on one. I didn't use it on one where the fan was blowing, and I used it on the next one. Uh, let's see, content. I think it was either the Snap on flank drive or the Icon bit set. So did y'all notice that I had one where the audio was blowing out for some reason? I actually, I've toned it down, but still. Uh, order all one part usually. OE. Oh, yeah. So I wish I had it here. It's hard to. I got to figure out how to get my microphone right. I've got a microphone for this. It's a blue ball or snowball. Yeah, it's a blue ball. But the other I don't always use the microphone. Okay. Was it so, Rob, was it the Snap-on video? I've got to see if there's some settings on it or just figure out another microphone. Um Usually I don't use a microphone. I just let the iPhone do its job. But and I've tried many. So I've tried a few microphones with this. I've got I've tried the microphones that come with like earbuds. Tried microphones on headphones that I got, and it seems a lot of them don't do right. I appreciate that, Rob. I'll double check on some of it. I do go in and adjust the volume, and sometimes it misses stuff. I need to start watching the videos completely through before I upload them. So it is what it is. Uh, we're going on. We're almost at an hour now. Uh, I am going to go ahead and call it. But I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all following and joining in on the live. This the time that I get for the live actually counts. Now, if it's like someone watches it after, it doesn't count. But this counts towards my 4,000, and I've got 180 hours left. So, oh, and just a quick note, because I've got everybody's attention. Tomorrow is for fallen heroes. Tomorrow is for the fallen, not those of us who are still alive. So just keep that in mind. Um, y'all have a great day and enjoy your Memorial Day. Um, do me a favor and have a moment of silence for my brothers and sisters that are no longer here, and maybe your brothers and sisters or friends, family, you know, that are no longer here. Y'all take care, and I will see y'all next week. Have a great weekend.